Y'all, I've exposed a lot of corrupt organizations that were pretending to combat child exploitation and trafficking and that are actually just exploiting the problem. But I'm also going to be giving some shout outs to the organizations that I personally really like for different reasons, and I'll tell you what those are each time. That being said, none of these are endorsements. I don't know everything about all of these organizations, so I'll tell you what I know and what I don't know. I'm just letting you know you should still do your own research no matter what people on the internet say. Okay. So, two organizations that I know of that I really like, that I have not worked with personally, that I don't know much about. I don't know their leadership or much about their organizational structure, but I really like what they do, and what they do makes sense because most people's mission doesn't. And what they're doing, I think, has measurable results. What they're doing sometimes makes me tear up a little bit because it means a lot in a way that people from the outside may not fully comprehend. I'm going to try to unpack it for you, but I also want you to know, once again, I don't know much about their organization. I'm just a big fan. One is Truckers Against Trafficking. I think it's badass, and it makes sense. Truckers are likely to encounter things that those of us in a smaller community may not see. They are likely to see things and people being transported in ways that might not look normal. And most importantly, I think they're the kind of human beings that oftentimes would help. The second one is BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse. This one is actually one of my favorites, and it's the one that often makes me tear up. Like, if I need a good cry, I think about what these people do. It's basically a bunch of bikers. Real quick pause. I've said this for years, just so y'all know, I've said this. I complain about the people who don't help, and I also say that for whatever reason, it's always service members and bikers who will and can. And for whatever reason, just fucking will every single time. Obviously, I'm not saying every single person, but I'm saying service members and bikers. So anyway, Bikers Against Child Abuse. Group of bikers from all over America that offer protection and basically escort the child to the court case where they have to testify against their abuser. They offer them backup, brotherhood, community. Shit that matters. Got your back shit. And that matters more than people realize. This is the first time I've talked about it and haven't cried. I'm not trying not to, but I think what they do is really cool, and I'm a big fan. And I met some of them once at the airport, and I was like, thank you so much for what you do, and I just burst into tears because it's hard to explain how much what they do matters, but they're empowering that child when it matters most, and when most people are treating that child like an exotic bird or like they're broken or damaged goods, and that's not helpful for healing. So we'll talk more about that too. But anyway, BACA and Truckers Against Trafficking, y'all are awesome. It's just good to know there are good humans out there that are actually brave enough to step up and protect kids, because most of y'all ain't.